child is born of the mother, the content of this meeting is being sent to third party. So what do I say for that?
Nothing.
Okay. So I'll read here again. Here Lord Krishna uses our language to reveal the coming into being of creation. For a child to be born, a mother and father are required. Similarly, is the cause of this entire world, there is an intelligent cause and a material cause. We call the material cause Prakriti or Maya. As a child is born of the mother, similarly, Prakriti is the material out of which this creation is born. But the mother herself cannot produce a child without a father. And so too, the Prakriti requires an efficient cause. As for a child, for this entire creation, two causes are necessary. Yoni is that out of which everything is born. Here it is Prakriti. When Bhagavan says Mama Yoni, he means my material cause, not in the sense of the cause of him, but as the cause belonging to him. That cause, Maya, is non-separate from Parameshwara because Maya itself has no independent being. Prakriti is the cause of both the subtle and gross bodies of all beings, and it is Mahad Brahma, and it is Mahad Brahma. Mahat is the primordial cause out of which everything has come. Mahat is the primordial cause from which everything has come. Brahma can have different meanings, and here it is not Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Brahma can have different meanings, and here it is not Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Etymologically, it can mean both that which is big and that which sustains. Therefore, here it refers to the Prakriti, the material cause, which grows into the entire creation. The word Yoni is qualified by the two words Mahat and Brahma. Because of which everything has come is Mahat. The cause out of which everything has come is Mahat. And because of which everything grows and is sustained is Brahma. The word Yoni is used to mean the Prakriti, the material cause. It is itself Mahat, more pervasive than all its karyas, because it is the primordial cause out of which come all the karyas, and it is Brahma which sustains all the karyas. Here the words Mahat Brahma qualify the word Yoni. This cause I impregnate, aham garbham datami. Aham garbham datami. Lord Krishna says, this impregnation he does by lending existence and consciousness to this Prakriti, so that it has the capacity to create. So by lending existence and consciousness to Prakriti, so that it has the capacity to create. Therefore, Maya becomes the cause of creation, Jagat Karanam. It is important to understand how different this is from Sankhya philosophy, which proposes that Pradhana or Prakriti creates everything by itself. Here we say that Pradhana, based in or blessed by the consciousness, creates. Being Mithya, it depends entirely upon consciousness. Brahman, in the sense of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman. With reference to Maya, Brahman becomes Ishvara and Ishvara the creator, and therefore he says, in this Maya I impregnate. Initially, something is necessary for the creation to begin, and this is expressed in other Shrutis also. Taittiriya Upanishad says, he desired, so kamayat, kamayate, so kamayate. Elsewhere it says, it saw, tat aiksata, aiksata. It saw, tat aiksata. That desiring or seeing is the impregnation. Once that occurs, Maya is capable of undergoing all the necessary changes to become this world. From that source is the creation or coming into being of all the beings and indeed the entire world. Tata Sambhavaha Sarva Bhutanam. Tata Sambhavaha Sarva Bhutanam. So coming into being of all beings and indeed the entire world. Tata Sambhavaha Sarva Bhutanam. All the various physical bodies, all the worlds arise from that alone. Therefore, the whole world is now in the form of nothing but the Prakriti, Parameshwara's Prakriti. Is it separate from the Parameshwara? No. Parameshwara's power is the Maya Shakti, and therefore the entire creation becomes Parameshwara. It is Parameshwara from the standpoint of the material cause, Upadana Karana. When you worship a given form, the worship always goes to the intelligent cause, Nimitta Karana. When you worship a given form, the worship always goes to the intelligent cause, Nimitta Karana. But in order to invoke that Lord, you use the material cause, Upadana Karana, in a particular form, which has its own name. In this, the father is Parameshwara and mother is Maya. In the next verse, he tells more of the father aspect of creation.
So, Maji, would you mind reading the poem?
I'll read the meaning, but I will not be able to read the Sanskrit with correct pronunciation. I'm going to stumble.
Not the earlier paragraph, not the.
You want to read the earlier paragraph?
Yes, yes.
From here?
The explanation, explanation about the Prakriti.
Okay. This cause I impregnate. Aham garbham dathami. Lord Krishna says, this impregnation he does by lending existence and consciousness to this Prakriti, so that it has the capacity to create. Thereby, Maya becomes the cause of creation, Jagat Karanam. So we say, no, Jagat Karanam Achyutam. It's actually Bhagavan who gives Maya this power of consciousness and existence. And therefore, she's able to create. She gets the capacity to create.
Is it okay if you read from the beginning of this this verse?
Okay. Evolution from it's very interesting, no? Evolution of the universe from Prakriti and Purusha. Here, Lord Krishna uses our language to reveal the coming into being of creation. For a child to be born, a mother and father are required. Similarly, in the cause of this entire world, there is an intelligent cause and a material cause. We call the material cause Prakriti or Maya. As the child is born, so the intelligent cause is Brahman, Purusha or Ishvara. As the child is born of the mother, similarly Prakriti is the material out of which this creation is born. But the mother herself cannot produce a child without a father, and so too Prakriti requires an efficient cause. As for a child, for this entire creation, two causes are necessary. So this is like common knowledge. For any creation, two people are necessary, father and mother. So the father is Ishvara and mother is Prakriti or Maya. But
So
here,
here
Ish,
here three terms are used, like intelligence cause, material cause, and efficient cause.
yeah,
And they have interchanged the Prakriti with intelligent cause and then material cause also. So I'm little confused here.
Prakriti, Maya, material cause, all same. But you know that material cause, Maya is also Bhagwan's power only, no? Maya is created by Bhagwan, is by Bhagwan's Upadhi. Now Bhagwan gives this Maya, this power of consciousness. So Bhagwan is the intelligent cause and material cause is his Upadhi, that is Maya. Now he impregnates Maya with the power of consciousness and existence so that she creates all the material bodies. So in and through all the material body, Bhagavan is present. It comes as we read. So this much is clear, no? Two people are necessary for creation. So father and mother. Father is the intelligent cause. Mother is the material cause. Mother is Prakriti or Maya. But mother herself cannot produce a child without father. And so too, Prakriti requires this efficient cause. Efficient cause is the intelligent cause. As for a child, for this entire creation, two causes are necessary. Yoni is that out of which everything is born. Here it is Prakriti. Prakriti is the womb of creation, we say. When Bhagavan says, Mama Yoni, he means my material cause. Not in the sense of the cause of him, but as the cause belonging to him. So Maya belongs to him, no. So Maya is the material cause. He says from Mama Yoni, that means from my material cause. This creation, everything is born out of Prakriti. That cause, Maya, is non-separate from Parameshwara because Maya itself has no independent being. Prakriti is the cause of both the subtle and gross bodies of all beings. This we saw in Tattva Bodha. That Prakriti is the cause for both the subtle and gross bodies of all beings. And it is Mahat Brahma. Mahat is the primordial cause out of which everything has come. Brahma can have. So there's some disturbance. Is someone's. Can we all mute ourselves, please? Thank you. So Mahat is the primordial cause out of which everything has come. Brahma can have different meanings, and here it is not Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Etymologically, it can mean both that which is big and that which sustains. Therefore, here it refers to the Prakriti, the material cause, which grows into the entire creation. The word yoni is qualified by the two words Mahat and Brahma. So Brahma here is that which sustains, that which is big and that which sustains. The cause out of which everything has come is Mahat, and because of which everything grows and is sustained is Brahma. Any discussion on this? Any clarification on this? So here Brahma is referred to as Prakriti's power, which is again Purusha's. Everything belongs to Parameshwara finally. Because Maya is not separate from Parameshwara.
Here Brahma, Brahma is the yoni, and the Brahma is the cause. Mahat is the cause, and Brahma is which keeps growing in the creation, isn't it? This is what it is.
Yeah. This cause I impregnate. Aham garbham dathami. Lord Krishna says, this impregnation he does by lending existence and consciousness to this Prakriti. So here he says, where is it? Here the word Mahat Brahma qualifies the word Yoni. So because everything has come out of Mahat, and because of which everything grows and sustained is Brahma. So it is Krishna who says, I impregnate. Aham garbham dathami. Lord Krishna says, this impregnation he does by lending existence and consciousness to this Prakriti, so that it has the capacity to create. Thereby, Maya becomes the cause of creation, Jagat Karanam. We will come to know how Maya got with the qualities, all those trigunas. I think it comes further down in this chapter. If there's any other clarification required. Okay. It is important to understand how different is this from Shankhya philosophy, which proposes that Pradhana or Prakriti creates everything by itself. Here we say that Pradhana, based in or blessed by consciousness, creates. Being Mithya, it depends entirely upon consciousness. Brahman, in the sense of Satyam Jnanam Anantam, Brahma. This is now clear, no? Brahman, in the sense of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That is conscious.
Different from the other Brahma that we read last paragraph.
Yeah. With reference to Maya, Brahman becomes Ishvara, the creator, and therefore he says, in this Maya I impregnate. Initially, something is necessary for the creation to begin, and this is expressed in other Shrutis also. Taittiriya Upanishad says, he desired, so kamayata. Elsewhere it says, it saw, tat aikshata. That desiring or seeing is the impregnation. Once that occurs, Maya is capable of undergoing all the necessary changes to become this world. Wow, so beautiful. So this Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma desired or saw, seeing or desiring, is the impregnation of Prakriti. And once that happened, then Prakriti got all the power to create. Though the power is also Ishvara's, but independently, once the impregnation happened, the desiring or seeing happened, the whole creation came into being through Prakriti and the three gunas, which will come further down. Very nice. From the source is the creation or coming into being of all the beings and indeed the entire world. Tatha sambhava, sambhavaha sarvabhutanam. Tatha sambhavaha sarvabhutanam. So everything came into being. From that source is the creation or coming into being of all the beings and indeed the entire world. Tata Sambhavaha Sarvabhutana. All the various physical bodies, all the worlds arise from that alone. Therefore, the whole world is now in the form of nothing but Prakriti. Parameshwara's Prakriti. It is separate. Is it separate from Parameshwara? No. Parameshwara's power is Maya Shakti, and therefore the entire creation becomes Parameshwara. It is Parameshwara from the standpoint of the material cause, Upadana Karana. It is Parameshwara's power, that is Maya Shakti, and therefore the entire creation becomes Parameshwara. It is Parameshwara from the standpoint of the material cause, Upadana Karana. When you worship a given form, the worship always goes to the intelligent cause, the nimitta karana. But in order to invoke that, in order to invoke that law, you use the material cause, the upadarana karana, in a particular form, which has its own name. In this, the father is Parameshwara and mother is Maya. Any discussion?
Jai Gurudev, Sumaji,
Yeah.
there was a note in the Tetriopanishad. It desired. It just scroll down. Yeah. No. In the last paragraph, there was a footnote. No.
Yeah.
Tetriopanishad. Yeah. Okay.
Taitra Upanishad 2.61. And
It desired
Chandogya,
and it, yeah.
desire
Chandogya.
and seeing. Yeah. So verse 4. You go to verse 4. Sarvayonishu Kaunteya
सर्वयोनेषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भवन्ति यः तासां ब्रह्ममहद्योनिरहं बीजप्रदः पिता. Kaunteya, O Arjuna, Sarvayonishu, in all wombs, Yaha Murtayah, forms which Sambhavanti are born, Tasam, for them, Brahma Mahadyoni, Brahma Prakriti is the original material cause. Aham, I am, Bija Pradaha, Pita, Bija Pradaha Pita, the father who gives the seed. Scroll.
Yeah.
O Arjuna, for those forms which are born in all wombs, Brahma Prakriti is the original cause. I am the one who gives the seed, the father.
Hmm. The
Read the
various
meaning
wombs.
Read the meaning again.
Okay. O Arjuna, for those forms which are born in all the wombs, Brahma Prakriti, it is the original material cause. Brahma Prakriti here, Prakriti with the power given to Prakriti, that is consciousness and existence. That power is given, so that is Brahma Prakriti, is the original material cause. I am the one who gives the seed, the father. Wow. So Prakriti gets the power for maintenance, existence, not maintenance, sorry, existence through the consciousness given by Brahman. And Krishna says, I am the father, the seed giving father. The various wombs in which all these forms are born include, Shankara says, the gods, the males, human beings, domestic animals, wild animals. The forms are the entire assembly of the bodies and are called Murtya, Murtayaha, Murtayaha, because they have limbs which are subject to growth. Murchita Anga Avyayaha. Wow, so nice, no? So everybody is referred to as a Murti because they have limbs which are subject to growth. Murchita Anga Avyayaha. For all these forms, born in various wombs, the original cause, Mahad Yoni, is Brahman. Wow. And that which sustains everything is the material cause for everything. That which sustains everything and is the material cause for everything, and therefore is called Mahat, the biggest. If one were to ask, then who are you? He says, I am the father, the one who gives the seed. Aham bija prataha pita. Pita. I am aham bija prataha prataha pradaha. Aham bija prataha pita. He is the one who impregnates this Maya and makes it create everything. Maya itself has no real existence apart from the Atma, which lends existence and consciousness to it, and the Atma with Maya. That is, oh wow. So now we got what is Maya. He is the one who impregnates this Maya and makes it create everything. Maya itself has no real existence apart from that, from the Atma, the consciousness, the existence. Oh, this is very clear now. So Brahman impregnates Prakriti, which means Brahma gives the power of existence and Atma to Prakriti. And from there, creation unfolds. So this original Atma with Maya, which lends existence and consciousness to it, and the Atma with Maya, that is Ishvara, has consciousness. I'll read this again.
Hariom Sumaji, could you please read just a paragraph before? Yeah, the various wombs.
Yeah,
from there.
The various wombs in which these forms are born include, Shankara says, The gods, the manes, human beings, domestic animals, and wild animals. The forms are the entire assembly of the bodies and are called murtyaha because they have limbs which are subject to growth. Murchita anga avyayaha. For all these forms born in various wombs, the original cause, Mahat Yoni, is Brahman, that which sustains everything and is the material cause for everything, and therefore is called Mahat, the biggest. Brahman, that which sustains everything and is the material cause for everything, and therefore is called Mahat, the biggest. If one were to ask, then who are you? He says, I am the father, the one who gives the seed. Aham bija prataha pita. He is the one who impregnates this Maya and makes it create everything. Maya itself has no real existence apart from the Atma, which lends existence and consciousness to it, and the Atma with Maya, that is Ishvara, has omniscience, sarva, sarvajnanatva, and omnipotence, sarva sakshit, sa, sakti, sarva shaktimatva. Omnipotence is sarva shaktimatva. Omniscience is sarva jnanatva. So Atma with Maya has omniscience, omnipotence, sarva jnanatva and sarva shaktimatva. Whatever takes place to initiate the creation is called giving the seed, and the giver of the seed is Bijaprada. Extrapolating our knowledge of what is needed for someone to be born in the language that we know from our experience, the cause of creation is described here in the following manner. The father, the one who gives the seed, being Parameshwara, and the mother, the material cause, being Prakriti. Is it clear now?
They described the father of the cause. Now they're going to describe the mother of the cause. So let's read it. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Clear, yeah. So how this Atma gets the Kshetra and Kshetrajna, that combination, how it has happened. Atma is the Kshetrajna. He becomes the...
So it came from the Brahman, right? I mean, he's
yes,
given that to Maya, that power, and then he created the Brahma as a seed for to give the seed. So Bija Prada, from that, for the existent to continue, that conscious. So every creation that all the animal, human, all that gods and everything has been created. So to put the Atma is put in all of that creation along with the subtle and gross bodies. That's the one giving that consciousness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is called Atma.
Yeah.
Consciousness. The existence. So that's why it is omnipresent. And it has these powers, omniscient and omnipotent. That is Sarvajnanatva, all-knowing, omnipotence, Sarva Shaktimatva, all the energy. Shakti is
So
not
that
just
is the
entity.
Ishvara, like, so the he's the Atma with Maya is Ishvara. So Ishvara is omniscient, omnipotent.
Yeah.
So that Ishvara is so he's he spread the whole universe, omnipotent, omniscient, all that.
Yeah. The following verse is about the. I'll go ahead. I think we
Yes,
have
please,
time.
Sumaji. Yes.
Yeah. The following verse is about the qualities of this material cause and how they bind. Very beautiful.
Sattvam rajastama iti guna prakriti sambhavaha nibadanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. Mahabaho, O long arm one, Arjuna. Satyam rajas tamas iti gunaha. The qualities sattva, rajas, and tamas. Prakriti sambhavaha. The qualities existing in prakriti. Dehe, in the body. Avyayam, the changeless. Dehinam, indweller of the body. Nibadanti, bind. O Arjuna, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, the qualities existing in Prakriti, bind the changeless indweller of the body to the body.
O Arjuna, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, the qualities existing in Prakriti, bind the changeless indweller of the body to the body. So this is the thing that we are bound with. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. So we have to pay attention.
They give you different meaning here. Changeless indweller of the body to the body.
So that is the Atma. Changeless
Atma.
indweller of the body is Kshetrajna.
Yeah.
So we have to make these connections now in our head.
But the Prakritis, the gunas, nothing to do with that.
No. Though that also, this Brahman only gave it to Prakriti, Maya. Maya has, Brahman I wouldn't say created, Brahman's Upadhi is Maya, which has these three gunas. So that also come from.
How much fun he would be having to
I know. and watching all the drama that we are all doing, how God is wanted to
It'd be
see
really
what.
fun. Yeah, everybody is doing all the stupid things. And oh my God. Some of it may not be fun, but
For Brahman, it must be fun. For us, it is misery. Gurudev says, no, it is like watching when somebody asked him, all this drama that we are doing. So he said, it's like watching some comedy show.
Umpire and cricket team.
The three gunas of Prakriti, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, are the three component qualities, gunas, of the material cause of creation. Prakriti. Guna is purely a technical name given by the Shastra for certain phenomena. They are not attributes as we know. Oh, okay. So it's a phenomenon. Guna is a phenomenon, not an attribute. It's not a quality as we understand.
can
Like
you read
big.
from the first line, please? I know when you change the page, I lose the contact. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, the three gunas of Prakriti, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, are the three component qualities, gunas, of the material cause of creation, Prakriti. Guna is purely a technical term given by the Shastra for certain phenomena. They are not attributes as we know, like big, small, circular, green, etc., which can be perceived and are dependent upon and qualify a substance. Here, the guna is not something different from Maya. The one
At
who
that point,
has.
if you tell them we have already had a ceremony, then it is.
No need to tell, na?
Huh? What? Was there any question or I'll continue reading?
I think
Sabitaji's
somebody had,
mic was on.
yeah,
okay.
they had to mute it themselves, please.
Okay.
Mm.
So guna is purely a technical name given by the Shastra for certain phenomena. They are not attributes as we know, like big, small, circular, green, etc., which can be perceived and are dependent upon and qualify a substance. Here, guna is not something different from Maya, the one who has the gunas. That means Maya is in the form of the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas. They are its very nature, swarupa. So, nature of Maya is sattva, rajas, and tamas. That is the swarupa of Maya. And Maya is so magical. By these three gunas mentioned in the Shastra, we are able to explain certain conditions we experience. They belong to or exist in the Prakriti. Prakriti Sambhavaha. Because they exist in the cause of creation, we find that their expressions manifest in this creation. An experience of Shukla or gaining of knowledge is an expression of Sattvika Prakriti, while desire and anger are Rajasa Prakriti. Dullness or delusion are Tamasa Prakriti. When Prakriti manifests as this creation, we find that these three are also manifest in this creation. Okay, we'll finish up to this and then we'll go for Manana. Bhagavan says, they bind, nibandhanti, and Shankara is careful to note that they seemingly bind, nibandhanti iva. If they really bind, how is it possible to get released? Later in this chapter, Bhagavan is going to show that you are released from these gunas simply by knowing that you are free from gunas, nirguna. Wow. So fine, no? So fine. So grateful to Shankara for explaining that it is the bond is not real. It is only eva, seemingly bind.
See, everything is impermanent. So that is, everything else is impermanent except Atma. So whatever that we have, everything is Maya. So you let loose everything and then we'll go.
So I think we have to first do a lot of exercise on Brahma, Nirguna, all that we have to write down and keep reminding ourselves we are Nirguna. Then the Maya binding will slowly become loose. We have to be very careful whenever we introduce new words of categorization or we will create new problems for ourselves. Someone who was complaining that he was dull will now say that he is tamasika and develop a complex. If you say you are dull, at least we can understand that and do something about it. If you take a cup of coffee, you may become more alert. But if you say
Exactly,
you are
I was going to say that.
But if you say you are tamasika, the problem is compounded and much more difficult to solve. We already have a tendency to categorize and label people, and now we are armed with 3 more words, either to dumb ourselves or another person. All we are meant to understand here is that everybody is a mixture of sattva, rajas, and tamas, which account for the various changes in our minds. So we'll stop
I
for
mean,
Manana now.
part of the dull and the coffee pot, not any of the names. So you have 2 more paragraphs. How much is more? Oh,
Okay, I will read this whole
a
thing,
couple
then
of
we'll stop.
pages.
Yeah. These gunas bind the dehi. Where do they bind in the body? Dehe. Whom? Whom are they binding? The guna is binding something to the body. So who is being bound? The one who indwells the body, dehina, who does not undergo any change, avyayam. These gunas seemingly bind the one who does not die, who is always in the same form. Why seemingly? Because the bondage is only due to ignorance. The entire Prakriti is Mithya, and therefore, from the standpoint of Atma, there is no Prakriti at all, and its gunas only seemingly bind. Nibandhanat, Nibandhanti eva. Nibandhananti eva. Nibandhananti eva. So seemingly.
Nibadanti.
Nibadanti iva. Thank you. Nibadanti iva. So nice. Such a relief. Seemingly bind. From further, when the existence of these 3 gunas depends upon Atma, how can they at the same time bind Atma? Only when the person does not know that these are the gunas, the expressions of Prakriti, do they bind him. So only when we don't know, so only when we have ignorance, we are bound by this gunas of the Prakriti. They do not belong to him. Without the discriminative knowledge of the Kshetra and Kshetrajna, these gunas do bind, and with that knowledge, they do not. Very nice. Shankara explains the word Mahabaho that Krishna uses to address Arjuna here. He gives 2 meanings, the one who has long hands or the one who has capable hands. Arjuna was an archer of very great skill and thus a Mahabaho. Also, when he let his arms hang by his sides, his hands extended up to the knees. This is an indication that he is a person of special abilities in warfare, etc. When this Atma does not undergo any change, because as was shown in the 13th chapter, it is beginningless and without attributes. Anaditvat, nirgunatvat. How can anything bind it? In fact, nothing can. But because of avidya, which is not possible, becomes possible. The infinite eternal Atma apparently becomes finite and time bound. The Atma that is free from gunas, seemingly to be bound by them all. This is because of avidya. Avidya, Maya, can accomplish what is impossible in the work called Maya Panchakam. In the work called Maya Panchakam, the refrain is Agadita Gatana
Agatita
Agatita Gatana Patiyasi Maya. Maya is capable of Patiyasi Maya. Maya is capable of making what cannot be made. Therefore, all these gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, seem to bind the person who indwells this body. Dehinam na nibantati. One by one, he now defines each of the gunas. Though these are all gunas, among them there is differences as there is among gems. Every gem is a precious stone, but there is a difference between a sapphire and an emerald. As we proceed, there is going to be a lot of discussion on these gunas here and in subsequent chapters. Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas are words introduced by the Shastra and therefore have to be defined by that same Shastra. In the next verse, Sattva is defined. So we'll just read this verse and we'll stop for today.
So the one
Tatra
question, go ahead.
Tatra Sattvam Nirmalatvat Prakashakam Manamayam Sukhasangena Badnati Jnanasangena Chanaka. Actually, when we are aware of the kshetra and kshetrajna, then these gunas will not bind us.
That last three lines, it wasn't very clear to me that, like you said, Agatita before that, like with that the Atma is free from gunas. Atma that is free from gunas seems to be bound by them all.
Because of ignorance, no? Because of avidya.
This is because of avidya. Avidya, Maya can accomplish what is impossible in the work called Maya Panchakam. Refrain is Agatita Gata. Maya is capable of making what cannot be made. Therefore, all these gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, seem to bind the person. The person who indwells this body. That means the body has these gunas.
No. These gunas are of the sattvikatmik atma of Maya, no? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas is from from Maya
But that
only.
is from the Maya. It's all the bodies only, the subtle body. For Antakarana may have that.
Yeah, correct.
The Antakarana may have it, but then it's not Atma is Nirguna. So Atma cannot have anything, even though it indwells in your body. It doesn't have any of that. So it will go with our Antakarana, all our gross and subtle bodies only.
So that is why
Antakarana gets bind with the body because of the gunas.
Right, that's how
avidya binds these gunas to the body. So we have to work on this avidya, cleanse the antakarna.
Yeah, definitely. That's what the bottom line is, right? The purification of the mind only helps us to reveal this, the Atma. So you will get the reflection of the sun there when it happens clearly. Okay, so now we know Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, what it can do to you. Thank you.
Anybody has
I missed the first two
First two is Krishna tells Arjuna that I will tell you again. Listen to me, this very sacred knowledge, how the Kshetra and Kshetrajna are bound. And then he goes on to explain.
Oh, he continues from the last chapter a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can quickly read the meaning if you want. Chapter verse
Yeah,
1.
you know the Tattparya, that if you read that,
Yeah.
we help. Yeah.
So this is verse 1. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhagavan said, I will tell clearly again the ultimate, most exalted knowledge among all forms of knowledge, knowing, gaining that which all the sages had reached the ultimate success, Param Uttamam, that is, release from this body. Resorting to this knowledge, those who have gained oneness with me do not come into being even when there is creation, and in the dissolution they do not perish. My cause is the primordial cause out of which everything grows, everything which sustains everything. That I impregnate. From that occurs the coming into being of all beings, Arjuna. So my cause, the primordial cause out of which everything grows and is sustained. So it is I who give that power to Prakriti. I impregnate Prakriti.
He is a
So I am
father.
the seed giving father, correct. O Arjuna, for those forms which are born in all the wombs, Brahma Prakriti is the original material cause. I am the one who gives the seed, the father. O Arjuna, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, the qualities existing in the Prakriti, bind the changeless indweller of the body to the body. And O sinless Arjuna, there among these, Sattva is the illuminating and without affliction because it is pure, binds by connection to pleasure and connection to knowledge. Very nice. So Sattva connects you to pleasure and to knowledge. So ultimately we have to drop the Sattva also, but right now it's nice. Connection to knowledge, that's where we are right now. So shall we stop here? Anyone has anything to add?
You know, Antakarna is actually from Sattvic aspect of Maya. So we still have to, it says Sattva, there is a sinless one, there Sattva which is eliminating, and which affliction which is, because it's pure, binds by connection to pleasure and connection to knowledge. Anyway, when we read it, we'll understand better. So we still have a question about this, where the gunas bind. Basically, it binds bodies.
Okay, we'll come to know about that in this chapter as we go further.
Yeah, I think it's more like a superimposition, like that's what you're saying, right? Like that ignorance causes that, that binding causes the knowledge to be hidden. Atma is to be hidden.
Alternative to
yeah. I'll play Brahmanyanavalli now. Yeah, you're right, Brahmara, Dr. Brahmara. Sorry, Mara.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for and Dr. Brahmara is really busy, I think. So I'm not hearing her, but thank you for reading and all.
We'll close our eyes.
असंगोऽहम् 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 पुनः पुनः सच्चिदानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तोऽहम् निराकारोऽहमव्ययः भूमानन्दस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः नित्योऽहम् निरवध्योऽहम् निराकारोऽहमच्युतः परमानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः शुद्धचैतन्यरूपोऽहम् आत्मा रामोऽहमेव च अखण्डानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः प्रत्यक्षचैतन्यरूपोऽहम् शान्तोऽहम् प्रकृतेः परः शाश्वतानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः तत्त्वातीतपरात्माहम् मध्यातीतः परशिवः मायातीतपरञ्ज्योतिः अहमेवाहमव्ययः नानारूपव्यतीतोऽहम् चिदाकारोऽहमच्युतः सुखरूपस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः माया तत्कार्यदेहादि मम नास्त्येव सर्वदा स्वप्रकाशैकरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः गुणत्रयव्यतीतोऽहम् ब्रह्मादीनां च साक्ष्यहम् अनन्तानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः अन्तर्ज्योतिस्वरूपोऽहम् कूटस्थः सर्वगोऽस्म्यहम् सर्वसाक्षिस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः निर्द्वन्द्वादिसाक्षिरूपोऽहम् अचलोऽहं सनातनः सर्वसाक्षिस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः प्रज्ञानघन एवाहम् विज्ञानघन एव च अकर्ताहम् अभोक्ताहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः निराधारस्वरूपोऽहम् सर्वाधारोऽहमेव च आप्तकामस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः तापत्रयविनिर्मुक्तः देहत्रयविलक्षणः अवस्थात्रयसाक्ष्यस्मि अहमेवाहमव्ययः दृग्दृश्यौ द्वौ पदार्थौ स्तः परस्परविलक्षणौ दृग्ब्रह्मदृश्यं मायेति सर्ववेदान्तडिण्डिमः अहं साक्षीति यो विद्यात् विविच्यैवं पुनः पुनः स एव मुक्तः स विद्वान् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः घटकुड्यादिकं सर्वम् मृत्तिकामात्रमेव च तद्वद्ब्रह्म जगत्सर्वम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः ब्रह्म सत्यं जगन्मिथ्या जीवो ब्रह्मैव नापरः अनेन वेद्यं सच्छास्त्रम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः अन्तर्ज्योति बहिर्ज्योतिः प्रत्यग्ज्योतिः परात्परः ज्योतिज्योति स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिशिवोऽस्म्यहम् ज्योतिज्योति स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिशिवोऽस्म्यहम्
Thank you, Jaigurte.
लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We'll meet again tomorrow.